Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and on a Friday night when this race was supposed to happen, and you might be wondering why the qualifying is on Napa Fan, I have yet to get to this race. It is 7:50 Friday night, June 26th, the time I'm recording this qualifying session, and then I'm going to quickly get over to doing the main race in a moment for tomorrow night right here on Napa Fan at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We're here at Richmond, Haas IndyCar Series action for the fifth race of the season, the Virginia 80K. Used to be 65K, a little bit longer this year. Should be an exciting race. No pit stops tomorrow. And because of that, it's going to be a race from start to finish. There will be cautions if a wreck occurs, of course. But definitely looking forward to seeing how this race plays out. We're here to qualify here on this Friday night. Had a very good race in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at Pocono earlier today for their first of two races. Chick-fil-A Cup Series tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time here on Napa Fan for the Hers Forever Good 400. Another solid race, I might add. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the Virginia 80K, I should say, in the Haas IndyCar Series here from Richmond at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You might be wondering, this is an older version of the Richmond International Raceway, but it's an open-wheel version. It's specifically modded for these open-wheel cars, and these guys are going to be whipping some pretty fast lap times around this place here. Under 18 seconds here around this 3/4 of a mile oval in Richmond, Virginia. Fastest guy right now, Christian Master in the 59. Of course, the last winner was Tristan Allen in the number 39. That's his teammate there, Buck Hover. There's Andrew Miller in the 48. Number 5, Adele Lightning, has just gone to the top of the board. There will be a lot of passing in tomorrow's race, but where you start is going to be rather significant. If you start deep in the field, odds are you're not going to be able to work your way to the front and have a shot at the race victory. But if you start inside the top 10, give you a good shot at possibly winning the race. Number 8 Machine going to the top of the board right there. Mitchell Collins. A fast time right there for the Hairgel Motorsports driver. And there is our last winner here in the Haas IndyCar Series, won at Riverside last Saturday morning. That's Tristan Allen, who comes into this race 1 point behind Thomas Troxel in the championship. Let's see where Troxel is on the racetrack. There he is, our points leader, number 17, Thomas Troxel, by 1 point, 116 points towards the championship for Troxel heading in. And 1 point behind Tristan Allen. 2 points behind is Chase Harris, and in 5 points behind is Nicholas Samadia, who won earlier today in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at Pocono. Of course, Samadia won the Indy 250 this year. There he is in the number 9 machine. And he is currently the 6th fastest guy. Cole Speed with the fastest time. Then Mitchell Collins, the number 12 of Igar Barreto, the 5 Adele Lightning, and Chase Harris just went to the top of the board in the number 79. He brought Nathan Faden with him to that front row. Marty Johnson is 5th quickest now. And Otter Island Motorsports looking really strong. Marty Johnson 6th in the points coming into this race. Chase Harris 3rd in the points, 2 points behind our points leader. Of course, Chase Harris, a 2-time winner already this season in that number 79 machine, winning at Lime Rock and at Texas, our last oval being at the Texas Motor Speedway. He's going to have a good opportunity at winning. Oh, another race, and Marty Johnson just lost it into the corner. And that's going to be something to watch out for in tomorrow's races. These guys just hitting the gas a little too hard. We don't see it very frequently at other places, but this is a place where these guys could easily spin out. So definitely going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Andrew Miller just went to 2nd in the number 48. Then it's Nathan Faden, Dale Lightning, Mason Brown, the top 5. Mitchell Collins is now 7th as the number 59 of Christian Master and the 5 Adele Lightning, posting quick times there. Lightning up to 4th, Master up to 5th. It's Chase Harris, Andrew Miller, Nathan Faden, Dale Lightning, Christian Master, Mason Brown, Mitchell Collins, Garrett Sinor, who has won a few times here at Richmond in his career. I believe he's also won here in the Haas, or should I say CSX Indy Light Series, as we had somebody flip there off the exit of turn 2. But either way, Garrett Sinor is very good at Richmond. A lot of his wins, as a matter of fact, this might be his most winningest track, and again, Number 3 there of Max Anderson. These guys really pushing it there off the exit of turn number 2. It is a very, very low grip corner, and those guys, they don't hit the gas correctly through the corner. They could spin the back around and have themselves a bit of an interesting ride. How about Thomas Lipscomb in the number 1 going to the top of the board? Then the number 10 of John Andrews just moved his way to the 2nd position. Chase Harris, Nicholas Samadillo is 4th. Andrew Miller, Nathan Faden, Josh King, Dale Lightning, Christian Master, and the 37 of Mason Brown. The top 10, but Lipscomb right behind John Andrews. And even though it's a short oval, the draft, I believe, still plays a slight effect here. It's going to be a wild race. I mean, we've seen the races in the past here, Richmond. They've had pit stops in the past, but they have definitely been a cause for concern at this racetrack. So, made sure that the fuel tanks were big enough to hold an entire 67-lap run, and therefore, no pit stops will be run in tomorrow night's race. So, this qualifying session means quite a bit. But I'm sure a lot of these guys did not want to see Chase Harris get that 3rd place starting position. You got to think here. Chase Harris is only 2 points off the points lead, but he finished dead last week at Riverside. That's how many points he had going into Riverside last week, before he finished in the last position after wrecking out in the Napa Indy California race last Saturday morning. But this is going to be a Saturday night race for these guys, so going to be in prime time here on Napa Fan, and it's their time to shine this weekend here. Of course, got a lot of Pocono events in the New Era Cup Series. Chick-fil-A Cup Series, of course, coming back here tomorrow. Coming back to Pocono, I should say, tomorrow morning. But IndyCar's going to Richmond. Got their own little thing at Pocono at the end of the season called the Haas World Championship 100 to crown a champion. That'll be on Labor Day, and we're looking forward to that race. Peyton Hamilton just went to the top of the board. She just went under 17 seconds. Only driver to go under 17 seconds in this qualifying session. That is going to be big for Peyton Hamilton, looking for her first career Napa Fan win. Thomas Lipscomb, John Andrews, Chase Harris, Josh King, Nicholas Samadillo, Matt Tuck in 7th, Andrew Miller, 23 machine of Noah Clifton to 9th, and then the 21 of Nathan Faden rounds out the top 10. Definitely a good run there, though, for Peyton Hamilton. That might win her the pole for this race. We're going to have some very good racing tomorrow. I hope we don't see much of that, but who knows how it's going to play out in this race. It could get a little wild with those guys exiting turn 2, and we just had another big wreck there. And another big problem is, too, in these practice sessions is that these guys don't slow down when a wreck occurs like they do in a race, so that's why we tend to see some pretty bad stack-ups in these qualifying sessions, due to the fact that under the practice sessions in IndyCar 2003, there are no caution flags. There are in the race. There will be cautions in the race tomorrow, and with what we've seen in this qualifying session, odds are we will see ourselves a few yellows. But outside of that, it's kind of tough on these practice sessions at times and these qualifying sessions because they just keep on going. The good thing is the time stands regardless if you wreck or not in the qualifying session. And Peyton Hamilton's looking to start on the front row for the Virginia 80K tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Napa Fan for the 5th race of the season in the Haas IndyCar Series. Definitely looking forward to this one. It's going to be a wild one, and we're going to have 30 guys on this racetrack going pretty fast in the Commonwealth of Virginia. You know, I just realized there are 2 Commonwealths in the United States of America, Virginia and Pennsylvania. And we're racing in Pennsylvania tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for the Chick-fil-A Cup season. We've been racing there this whole weekend so far. So it's the Commonwealth weekend here in the NOFSRL. How about that? I live in a Commonwealth, so it's pretty cool. Bet you can't say that. Some of these guys can say that. Luke Rainey can say that. See if there are any other guys in Pennsylvania in this series. I know a lot of guys in this community come from the great state of Pennsylvania. Andrew Miller, who am I kidding? He's from Pennsylvania. Completely forgot about that. So we got a couple of Pennsylvania guys in this series, racing in a different Commonwealth. Had some guys change positions there. John Anders moved back up to third. Actually, excuse me, I think he was already there. It was Max Anderson, actually, I think, that shot up to 9th, and that might have been the only change there. Dale Lightning's 10th right now. I noticed something different there, and I was wondering what it was. Yeah, I think it was Max Anderson moving up into that position, but Peyton Hamilton, number 11. She will get the bonus point towards the championship for winning the pole here at Richmond in the Haas IndyCar Series. And let's just hope we can avoid all of that tomorrow. It could be a wild race, but we're just going to have to see how it all goes down. Peyton Hamilton, your pole sitter for the Virginia 80K in the Haas IndyCar Series tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on Napa Fan. And take a look at the rest of the results right there. That is how to line up. Congratulations to Peyton Hamilton for winning the pole. Going to be interesting to see our points leader start from dead last tomorrow, and our last winner start alongside him in that final row. We'll have to see if they work their way through the field, but it should be an interesting race. 67 laps tomorrow, right here on Napa Fan for the Haas IndyCar Series at Richmond. Congratulations to Peyton Hamilton for winning the pole position, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series at Pocono, and then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Haas IndyCar Series right here from Richmond. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.